Okay, we should be live. Just gonna share that on all the social medias, and then we'll get started with today's stream. Today I am gonna continue working on getting my high score up in this game. It's currently at about 5 million. My goal for today is to get it up to 8 million. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, I mean, it'll take me about 3 hours, and yeah, so let's get started almost right away. Just making sure everything is working as it should be. Volume is good. Oh, here we don't have the issue that we normally do of volume disappearing suddenly. I don't know why that happens normally, but it doesn't seem to be happening today, so I don't know if I did something differently, or if it just hasn't happened yet. Anyway, we're going to get started, because the sooner we get started, I mean, the faster it goes. Well, I mean, it's faster. The sooner we get started, the sooner we are done. I mean, it's going to be the same speed, kind of regardless, because, you know, you can't make Mario run faster than Mario runs. I mean, I guess, like, I can't, like, depending on how efficient I am with my movement. Thank you for the host, the Astropath. That's very much appreciated. If any of y'all aren't following the Astropath, you definitely should be. He's a fellow Canadian variety streamer and a pretty neat guy. Just gonna throw him a shout out in chat. The Astropath. Currently playing through StarCraft, apparently. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really impressed with my NES though, because like we've had it running since Sunday, and it's still going strong. I did miss streaming yesterday. I mean, I had stuff to do during the day. I mean, today as well. So then, similarly to today, if I had been streaming, I wouldn't have been able to start until around this time, which didn't really work because this time on Tuesdays I'm at my parents' place for supper, and then usually after that I have other stuff. I didn't actually end up having anything else up after that in the evening yesterday, but I didn't know that until, you know, it was already a bit later, which is why I just did not stream yesterday. Oh, now my game audio's disappeared, so it just did take a little while. I mean, not my game audio, my game audio is still fine because that's connected up differently from what y'all are listening to. Yeah. So how's everyone doing today? You know, up to anything interesting this week? Made it through to the halfway point if, unlike me, you have a standard Monday to Friday job. Well, I mean, I guess if you finish today, you're already past halfway point, because halfway point will be like, you know, midway through your work day today. Me, I don't have exactly a normal. So, like, my work schedule this week, I mean, yesterday and today and tomorrow had 4 a.m. shifts. And then Saturday I have a 4 p.m. shift, which is why the Star Wars stream this Saturday is going to be at 11 a.m. instead of my more standard 4 p.m. or later. But yeah. So tomorrow I'll be working, but then I'll be doing some more of this tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be finishing off this playthrough of Super Mario Bros. 3. Like, today the goal is to get up to 8 million points. Tomorrow the goal is to finish maxing it out, and then go finish off the rest of the game. I also did some research, because like, when I finish the game, I want to be at 99 lives. So I did like some checking into which levels have lives that I can get past this, and it seems to be no issue, like even if I lose lives, I can get them again. Which means everything is gonna work out. The only thing that could really cause an issue is if all of a sudden, at some point, like my NES fails on me, or like the power goes out, or anything like that. Or my roommate touches it. I assume the mic didn't pick him saying that up, but yeah. In which case, they would never find the body. No, I wouldn't do that. Then I'd have higher rent to pay. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to change the question of the stream. I even had a question in mind. I'm just trying to remember now what oh, yeah. I'll change it after the next time I die. Which will be coming up soon. We're at another 43, 42 seconds left. And then... and let's set up a different question and... all that jazz. Let's see if I can get as many coins as possible before time up. There we go. Okay, so we need a different question of the stream. What is your favorite power-up in Super Mario Bros. 3? Yeah. My favorite is... let's see, Super Mario Bros. 3, which is what I'm playing right here. I think it's the Hammer Bro suit. Tanuki suit is definitely awesome as well, but I think the Hammer Bro suit is my favorite. Favorite power-up in any Mario game is the Penguin suit, because, you know, can't defy the Penguin Overlords. That would just be silly to do. And probably dangerous. You never defy the Penguin Overlords. So, this game is set... Dr. Mario came out shortly after this game. Which means I'm pretty sure what I'm doing here is canon. Because I'm pretty sure Mario used all these coins I'm having him gather to buy his medical degree. Which is, of course, a fake degree. Like, Mario doesn't have a real medical degree. You just, you know, bought a fake one with all of these coins I am having him gather. I mean, makes a whole heck of a lot of sense, considering his solution to, you know, any illness is to just, throw pills at it. Which, I mean, yeah, some illnesses you solve with pills, others you solve with other things, like, not everything comes in pill form. Some medicines are liquids, or... I guess you could put a liquid in a pill, so I mean, it's still come in pill form. But that's besides the point. You're even beside the point. I don't know why you'd be beside the point, though. It might cause issues if you accidentally get too close, get poked. You know, hitting those bricks probably slows me down. These coins are just like moving through and getting, you know, like a ton at once, but bricks I only get like 10 points, and it slows down my running speed, so that's probably not to my advantage to be doing that. Oh, that was time. Time up. Run, Mario, run. Run, Barry, run! Ooh. Mario Flash crossover. That's what I was going to be doing today. I was going to be going over ideas for various crossovers. But I forgot to... Well, I mean, I guess I have my list on my computer, but I don't want to bring it up. I should have printed out a list so that I could just be, like, reading off of it without having to, you know, take my hands off the controller. That would have been the smart thing to do. But granted, these parts, we don't do the smart thing. I mean, maxing my points in Super Mario Bros. 3, so I think that point should be rather obvious. I was gonna say making decent progress, but I mean, we pretty much have it down mathematically that, like, takes me about an hour to get 1,000,000 points, so, you know, we're having expected progress. Expected is good, though. Means things are going according to plan, and plans are good. Because if things are going according to plan, then you know how things are going to go. Because you already planned for it. And you get right down to it. It's good to know how things are going to go, because then you can plan for further. And that keeps you prepared and ready for action. That was the wrong row. Or column. Whichever works. Okay. So, anyone have any plans for this coming weekend? Still a couple days away, but, you know. I mean, I'm off Friday, so, you know, I'll be streaming Friday. I mean, I'll be streaming tomorrow as well, even though I'm working, just continuing with this. Friday I'll be streaming some Pikmin and hopefully beating it. I know I said that last week, but hopefully this time I actually managed it. And what? Saturday is Star Wars RPG. Still waiting to hear exactly which players I'm gonna have for it. We know both Recon and Jake are coming back, and then I know various people aren't gonna be there for this session, but that's all I know so far. Yeah, and then Sunday for SubRequest Sunday, playing some Kirby's Adventure. Working 100%ing that. I'm not actually entirely certain what that all entails, because it's been a while since I've played it, so I don't remember. And when I did play it, like, I'll be continuing my file, which I previously beat the game with. That was pre-stream, so I don't actually, top of my head, so I can't just, like, go look online at what I've done, haven't done. I can check my file or whatever, but yeah. Well, actually, not right now, though, because right now my NES is kind of being taken up by this. Until I finish this tomorrow. I had a terrifying thought. What if all of a sudden the score gets another digit? It seems unlikely because, like, it's pretty much, you know, that would end up taking away the space between the lives and the score, but stranger things have happened. There's a computer game I played, not anything commercially released, it was like just like a game made by like two guys in their basement or whatever. And not anything I've done on stream, but So there's a computer game that I've played that has lives in like the top, as like icons in the top left corner of the screen. So you only start with I think like 3 or 4, and you're only expected to get to be able to get a few extra in the game. But I found an exploit to get infinite lives. So basically, like, there's what? There's 5 levels total in the game, and in 3 or 4 of them, there's like a one-up you can collect. You also get lives at certain points values. What I discovered, though, if you die while you're at that point value, you'll also get a life after you come back. So as long as you stay at that point value, every time you die, you get a life back, which cancels out your death. And in one of the levels, you can get lives without... Because basically, like, you get points for shooting stuff. There's one level where you can get to the collectible life without having to shoot anything, which means essentially you can get infinite lives. The thing that happened to me in this game was, as I was doing it, I realized, it's because it's, you know, icons, and it's one icon for each life, so like it goes not quite across the whole screen, like it goes maybe like the third of the screen, and then it'll like do a new row or whatever type thing. But it keeps going down, then all the way down the screen as you get more lives. So like I had like pretty much the entire left third of the screen taken up by life icons in this game, and it's like, well, I mean, I say taken up, but like, you know, absolutely, you know, you can still see yourself or see stuff behind them or whatever, because, you know, the icons are kind of small or whatever, but yeah. It's always interesting, like, what stuff people don't plan for when coding a game just because they don't realize people are gonna do stuff. Like, there's a lot of games where, like, maxing out the score, you'll just loop over. This one I'm pretty sure it'll stop going up once we hit the 9,999,990. But I'm pretty sure, like, in Super Mario Bros. 1, whenever it gets to the max, it loops around back to 0. But yeah. Also, although the worst thing in Super Mario Bros. 1 is that the life counter loops around. Except, so after you get 127 lives, you get another life, you go loop around to negative 128. So then if you die at that point, you, you know, instantly get game over, because you're not only, because you're in the negatives or whatever, right? It treats it as if you have no lives. So you have to be very careful not to get too many lives. Now, the thing is, you're not going to be getting up to 127 lives unless you're actively trying to, like using the Koopa Bounce trick or whatever, because, well, otherwise, it's just not, you know, possible. Oh, and there's time. It's too bad I didn't manage to stream yesterday. The plan had been to do 2 hours yesterday to get up to 7 million, then 2 hours today to get up to 9 million. Then tomorrow would be like, you know, it'd take me an hour to finish maxing it out, and then however long it takes me to beat the rest of the levels in this world and the 8th world. But as a result of being unable to yesterday, that means I'm going to be going for 3 hours today, getting up to 8 million. Then, I guess, on tomorrow, 2 hours for finishing maxing out the score, and then however much longer to actually finish off the game. So we'll see how that goes. It's interesting how Mario's overalls are black in this game. I've talked about that before, like in regards to, you know, making a Spider-Man joke about it. But, like, here in this level where we have a black background, it's like, you know, it's almost like part of him is invisible. His hair as well, I guess, and his mustache and eyes. Those soulless black eyes. Just staring at us. It's a me, Mario. Yes, Mario, yes it is. We know it's you. P-switch. P for power, I assume. P for push. And P usually stands for power in these games. Power is what Mario truly craves. No, Mario doesn't crave power, he craves adventure. Mario craved power. He would, you know, have even more of it. I mean, Mario's already at the point where, like, you know, he's basically an unstoppable force. And the only thing, you know, holding him back, taking over everything, is the fact that he doesn't want to. He'd get bored being in charge. He'd rather just go off on crazy adventures and do ridiculous things. He is attracted to power, though. Do not have song requests on. I never have song requests on. Not since I, you know, stopped doing writing streams. How long ago was that? A year and a half ago? Something like that. It's definitely been a while. I was gonna say I miss writing streams. I don't really miss writing streams though, no. I kind of miss writing. I haven't been doing it much lately. I don't really haven't had time for it lately. And I mean, I've been kind of having issues getting back into writing. I came up with an idea recently that might help me with the most recent project I started on to actually, like... Because the most recent project I started on, I wasn't really enjoying. But then I originally came up with an idea that would potentially make it more fun, but I have not had time to start implementing that and see if it would. The basic issue is that, like, with my current idea, like, I have a bunch of characters. I took, like, a bunch of characters that, like, because I have tons of characters I've created over the years, so I took a few of them, threw them into a situation together to see, like, what would happen. But the kind of situation means that, at least at the start of the series, I pretty much just have these 6 characters to work with, which is fun. Like, it's fun having them interact, but it's hard to, like, get a full story out of that. For me, at least. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is doing a Lost-style thing, where in each short story in the series, in addition to like the main story in the present, do like a flashback story with one of the characters, which might help, especially because of the fact, like I said, these are characters that like I've created in the past and done various stuff with them. Some of them are characters you might recognize from some of the other stuff I've written before, like Chrono Hustle and Simple Complications. They're different versions of the characters, but like, yeah, Tales of Wood 72. In fact, I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Obviously, like Henry Andrews was one of the main characters in Simple Complications. Carly appeared in Tales of Wood 72, as did Kara Tanaka. I'm trying to think if Minok and Carl Bendis did. They definitely were going to be in stories, but I don't think it was stories I ever actually finished writing. So they probably never actually found their way online. And then... what else? So 5 characters, right? Oh, Rosalie was a recurring character in Chrono Hustle for a... well, she was in a couple of Chrono Hustle stories. I don't know if I should quite say recurring. She was in, like, 2, maybe 3. And then also briefly appeared in Simple Complications. Minok, who, like I said, was in a story... actually, no, I think the first story with Minok might have made its way online. I'd have to check again. But Minok's the character who is probably most different from the version that was in the Wood 72 universe. Henry as well. Both of them, because they're both going back to being more like original iterations of the characters. And Minok was a character I first created like when I was in elementary school. So actually I shouldn't necessarily say original iteration, because like see, it has elements of created from over the points in my life, but it doesn't have stuff from the Tales, stuff from the Tales of Wood 72 series. One of the big things being that, like, traditionally Minok was a Martian. Tales of Wood 72, in Wood 72 universe I didn't have Martians, so I made him a different alien. With this, I'm going back to him being a Martian. Henry also is going a bit more was a character I created, like, I don't know, a decade or so ago. He's definitely going with a more... actually, over a decade ago at this point. He's going with a more original iteration of himself, but with stuff that I wrote about him in Simple Complications informing some choices, though. Like, personality-wise, he's probably closer to Simple Complications, just because that's what I'm used to writing, but with his story being kind of a mix of the original iteration and what I had in there. But yeah, it's always interesting with characters that you write at different points in your life, how they change over time. And Carly is pretty much unchanged, because she was just a character I created for the Tales of Wood 72 story and such, and that story's probably largely gonna still be canon in this new universe. There might be some changes to make sure everything fits regarding other characters, but like, Carly was just created for that story and only had a couple other appearances, which I'm also not sure how many of them actually made it online. I just don't remember. Like I said, this was over a year ago when I stopped that universe. Carl also hasn't changed much from his original iteration, but that's because honestly, like, again, I haven't really used him in much, so like, the original iteration, like, you know, it's mostly just stuff that I've used with him in my head or whatever, so I haven't really done too much actual writing of him, just you know, kind of envisioning stuff, so there isn't... That's the thing, when you write a character is when they sometimes will start changing from your original conception. But until you start writing them, often, you know, they don't. There's two ways. Like, the one way is, like I said, like, when you bring a character back in a new... or bring a character you created for something previous and bring them to something else, you might change aspects to make them fit in. But also within a series, you know, they'll grow and change over time. Back in Simple Complications, like... And then Chronos, one of my favorite character arcs was Abigail, who... character who I originally created just to be like a love interest for Drake. And if you read Simple Complications, you realize that, yeah, okay, initially she had a crush on him, but nothing, they never ended up actually in a relationship, and she grew so much as a character over the years. She was also a character that, like, had one of those moments of, you know, her surprising me, but, like, in a good way. Because, like, you know, sometimes writers will say, yeah, this character did something I wasn't expecting, and sometimes, like, that's a bad thing, and it's like, okay, as a writer, you have to, like, be like, okay, what do I need to change to, you know, make sure the story goes the way I originally planned? But other times you're like, no, what they're doing here is a better story. So like, after the whole thing with, like, where Curtis's dad got killed and then Abigail blamed herself for that, and there was, like, a long time where I was writing her as if she was just, you know, withdrawing from doing anything for, you know, fear of, you know, accidentally causing somebody else's death or something. Until all of a sudden I was writing one scene with her, and, like, I can't remember which scene it was. I just wrote a scene with her, have her saying something, read back what I just wrote and realized, oh, wait a second. So then I go and I, like, read back everything I had written with her since I had, since Curtis's dad had been killed, and suddenly it was like, oh, that's... And there was one thing, which hadn't been online yet, so I was able to change it without retconning anything. There was one thing where I needed to change, like, one line of hers in order to make everything fit in perfectly. With, you know, if you're reading Chrono Hustle, was, like, the fact that she eventually switched over to that series, because she was wanting to use time travel to prevent Curtis's dad from dying. Since that universe is done, I could even say, like, where that plotline was going to go, because I really thought her actually succeeding in that was the right direction for her story. But Curtis getting his dad back was the wrong direction for that story, until I realized I could have her save Curtis's dad, thus, you know, being a good thing for her story, and I could just kill him again, which... because apparently I just like torturing Curtis. I don't know, he was the character that, for whatever reason, like... I mean, like... Mom died when he was a kid, so, like, that's backstory. His dad dies. Well, is murdered, to be very precise. So then he becomes, like, a vigilante crime fighter. Has another vigilante crime fighter become, like, a retired vigilante crime fighter become, like, a mentor of sorts. And then said mentor gets killed while helping out on something that Curtis asked him to help out on. Well, and Curtis eventually lost his hand. Well, that wasn't as big a deal to him, because I was like, well, that was just, you know, his hand. You know, it's not like somebody else getting hurt around him. I have another thing that I was planning to do eventually, but that is actually going to be backstory for something within my new series, so that I'm not going to quite spoiled yet. That's some nice thing about this new series. Because, like, for all the simple complications, because, like, it was characters that I created, like, well, so a little over 10 years ago. Let's see, I'm 32 right now. When I was 18, was it? When I was 8? So that would be, like, 14 years ago. Wow. And originally I created those characters as, like, kind of secret agent-y characters, kind of. Whereas then in Simple Complications, they started out just being, university students, and then eventually the series started going sci-fi and such. But so in this universe, I'm doing them a bit more like their original iterations, but with some elements and characterization taken from Simple Complications. And yeah, but there's a lot of those original stories that, because of the fact that Complications was so different, like, over time I started bringing some of the story elements from Simple Complications. Some of them were very different than my original plans, and with this new universe I can do some stuff that's more like the original ideas, which is something I'm very much looking forward to. There's actually one story in particular involving that specifically involves Curtis, and I mean involves the team as characters as a whole. Like they're a team or whatever, but Curtis, Kira, Kira's boyfriend, Jake. Oh, and Gina. I think those were the kind of the key characters for this story. I won't really go into details of the story, but like there was a lot of cool moments, a lot of it was actually a story that like my head was, even though like I never actually was writing this stuff, like I had a couple years planned on it. This was like a story that would be like a couple years in that was gonna like change the status quo of the series. And yeah. I mean, not a member of the team, but also John Telleros, not Jonathan Telleros. John Telleros was also a key player in the story. Obviously, he's not part of the team, but like, he's somebody that is connected to the team. Just really through Curtis, actually. Which actually kind of makes things interesting. Well, one of the connections. I have a couple of connections. Anybody who's read any of my stuff knows I like doing character connections. We're making some good time here. Mario does whatever a Mario does. Grab those coins, and then some more. He's forgotten about Bowser's War. I really need to get back to working on Mario timeline one of these days. I need time for that. Never enough time in the day to do everything that needs to be done. Bring up the question of, you know, why am I spending my time doing this? Well, because somebody requested it. So, here I am. I mean, technically, all that was required was me to, like, make a 3-hour attempt. But I was actually being successful, so I kept going. Continued being successful, so I continued to keep going. And it's become a multi-day, or a multi-stream attempt with leaving the NES over on, the NES on overnight and all that jazz for multiple days in a row. Which, not necessarily the best idea, but it's an idea. I mean, honestly, like, if anything was wrong, it just means, oh, well, this becomes a failed attempt. It's not like it's actually gonna, like, destroy my NES or anything, at least it shouldn't. Like, hey, actually, you know, I should check the NES if it's hot, but no, actually, I do not want to risk touching it and accidentally, like, causing anything to go wrong. I sometimes have to, like, play around with the cartridge a bit to even get it to, you know, work, or tap the NES a bit or whatever. I don't want to risk, like, touching it and all of a sudden it resets or something. But yeah. I'm surprised, like, because not only has it been, like, working, but there's not, like, even any, like, graphical glitches, or, like, unintentional, like, you got stuff on the side there, but that's something that always happens. That's, like, just the way the game is. When the screen's scrolling. Yes. Get all the coins. Ooh, that's a lot of 9s. A lot of 9s in a row. Not enough 9s in a row. We need the other numbers to be 9s as well. The ones that can be 9s. Like, I'm pretty sure that's 0 on the right. They're just going to be staying as 0. We've been over that. Yeah, the 1's digit just stays as 0. Everything else we want to be a 9. And I guess, well, I mean, of the points. Obviously the timer, you know, it's only occasionally a 9. Well, 2 of the digits. 100th digit is never a 9. I don't think. And the world number is only a 9 when you go to the warp world. I was gonna say, which we aren't doing this wrong, but technically we actually did because of that snafu in World 5, where I thought the run was done, but then it's like, oh no! Warp was still in World 5, you can warp to World 5, and then everything's reset. And all is good well with the world. wondering if I should have had something to eat before I started stream. I have been eating today, sporadically throughout the day. But that might have been an idea. Maybe even a good one. You know what they say about good ideas? Good ideas come to those who think. Bad ideas also come to those who think. I'm not sure I was going with this. Going somewhere with it, but I think it was a bad idea though. We get a time out before we're close to the 6 million point, but didn't quite make it before we ran out of time. So back in we go, and onward we will continue. Okay. Yeah, this will be hitting that 6 million shortly. Definitely on this life, not quite on this go through the room, but like for our next death we'll be at 6 million. We're not even quite at an hour yet, so we are actually getting a bit more than 1 million in an hour, it seems, which is good. Definitely very excellent. Yeah, it should be the next go through the room. We'll be passing 6 million. And then our next goal is 7 million. There we go, 6 million. Yeah. And we're just about 54 minutes into stream. So yeah, a little less than an hour, 4 million. Which is nice. We're ahead of schedule. I guess I'm just being a bit more, what's the word, efficient with my movement or whatever this time. Haven't really had like any, I think one death to the lava when getting the mushroom. That's it. Yeah, overall we are doing well. Just need to keep that up. We'll be okay. Eric, don't tell me we've run out of things to talk about. Problem is I've also been awake since like 2 AM today, and it's currently 5 p.m. and only after what would it have been? What time did I go to bed last night? 10-ish, so I probably got like 4 hours of sleep. Which is not great. Like, definitely not the worst I've had, but definitely not great. It's one of the reasons I usually don't stream on days that I work. I mean, I don't always work before I have shifts, but when I do, it's like I generally have had very little sleep the night before, so it's like... I mean, okay, yeah, sometimes when I'm tired, I can be, you know, entertaining because of the fact that I'm tired. You know, I have less of a filter, but at the same time, having less of a filter can help, but if I'm too tired, I also might just have less, I might think of less to say, so it's like, I'm more willing to say what I think of, but I'm thinking of less stuff. So it's kind of a trade-off. I like, you know, both of them vary depending on how tired I am, so, you know, sometimes you'll get, like, me rambling on about all sorts of nonsense, other times you'll just get me being like, what do I talk about? And sometimes somewhere in between. Sometimes, like, right now, rambling on about trying to figure out what to ramble on about. It's a whole thing. I do need to, like, be improving my sleep schedule, like, getting to bed earlier on days when I'm working 4 a.m. the next day. Problem is, like, what I've been working on doing was, like, trying to go to bed around 8 o'clock to, you know, deal with that. Problem is that, like, sunset is now, like, this time of year, it's after 8 o'clock. So it's still light out when I should be going to bed. I need to, like, get, something to cover my window, so, like, blackout curtains, or even just, like, a blanket or something to hang over it. Piece of cardboard, something. Doesn't really matter what, as long as it blocks out the sun. Or I could destroy the sun. So simple and elegant of a plan. Okay, everyone, we're going to be destroying the sun. I don't mean the sun in this game, because we already destroyed that. I mean the sun up in space. I just need a starship. Not even matter what kind. I can just destroy a sun with a lot of different types of starships. Anything from Star Trek can easily destroy a sun. Star Wars stuff is a bit trickier. Stargate stuff, what you don't actually... Well, I mean, you want a ship to get close, but what you actually want is a Stargate and an address to a Stargate in a black hole. I need to rewatch Stargate one of these days. Such a good... I was going to say series, but series of series. I mean, Universe wasn't as good as SG-1 and Atlantis, but, you know, it still had its moments. I actually would not mind. Bring back Stargate. It's like a mini-series with characters from all of the series. SG-1 Atlantis and Universe. Actually, because of the way Universe ended, you could pick it up like with that plot line and with 1 second, I have to stop. Peter's asking me to update. Try tonight. What was I saying? Yeah, with characters from SG-1 and Atlantis trying to solve the issues that Universe was dealing with during its, well, what was intended to be a season finale, but ended up being a series finale. Okay. 616. First 3 digits of my current points. 616, of course, being also the designation for the Marvel Comics universe. Yeah, the Marvel Comics universe was given that designation by... Who actually gave it? I'm not sure off the top of my head, but the writer who gave it that designation wanted, you know, to show that, you know, just because this was the universe we were seeing stories of didn't mean this was, like, the main universe in that, like, multiverse or anything. Although, of course, you know, it frequently does end up being such in storylines because of, you know, writers keep wanting to make things bigger and more epic and eventually do, like, you know, whole thing with, you know, multiple universes and such, and naturally, you know, the one your main characters are from is kind of the center of everything. It's also like why Earth is at the center of everything type thing. I mean, that's the way it is in a lot of science fiction, where Earth is the center of things. Not Star Wars, though. In Star Wars, there is no... Well, there is an Earth, but it's in another galaxy. Star Trek, though, Earth is kind of very important. So many coins. Slow time. Actually, I mean, what? I'm interested that they actually use a dollar sign for the coins in this game. They don't really do that in most of the games. So the implication that then, like, coin is equivalent to $1, but I mean, I guess it depends on whose dollar, because, like, Canadian dollar and American dollar are both called dollars, but they're worth different amounts. Sometimes to my benefit and sometimes not. Like when I'm buying stuff from the States or buying stuff on like, subbing on Twitch or whatever, obviously, what I'm paying is, if it's like $4.99 for sub here on Twitch, American, but that means I'm paying like $6.70, $6.80, some. It obviously varies from time to time. Sometimes $6.90, something. Meanwhile, when I get paid by Twitch, though, I get paid a bit more than, the number. Canadian dollars obviously a bit higher than it is in American dollars, so that's quite nice. Especially because, like, I hear it, like, I see it, the number, I, like, just see the number, I'm like, okay, that's how much it is, but I'm like, oh no, it's actually more because it's Canadian dollars. It would be nice though if it was the same, just because of practicality, like, seeing a price and knowing instantly, okay, that's what it is, rather than having to be like, okay, wait, what is that right now, what's the term conversion, and do that math and jazz. 62663330. Tell me the password. It's 6267330. Are you sure about that? No? Okay. P-switch. It's very important to get the P-switch, because if you don't get the P-switch, then, there's no coins. And if there's no coins, then what's even the point of any of this? Somebody once told me. No, we're not gonna sing. Nobody wants me to sing. That will be a mistake. Mistake of epic proportions. Truly and terrifyingly epic proportions. Of proportionally epicness. And that's why, without further ado, I give you no singing. Time is running down. Is that a fact? Is that a fact, game? Is that a fact? Well, you know what? You run your time down. I'll just come right back in and get more coins. coming to me. They say, take me. I say, okay. My coins are like, yes. For it is their master plan. I do not know why it is their master plan, but it is. Time up. No worries. We always knew our time would be up eventually. It's been up quite a bit on this level. Because, you know, we're letting it be up quite a bit on this level. It's part of the whole strategy. It's a decent strategy. It's working out pretty fine for us so far. I just had a terrifying thought. What if, like, all of a sudden, any of the buttons on my NES controller stopped working? This is all because I accidentally, like, let the pressure off of the B button, so I wasn't running for it. I was like, wait, did the B button stop working? Oh no, it was just me letting the pressure off of it. But what if what if one of the buttons actually stopped working? I mean, B wouldn't be a big loss. Like, it would slow me down. Oh no, wait, can I even get the mushroom without the B button? I don't think so. A would obviously be a bigger loss because you need to jump, like, that's key. The D-pad also, like, no D-pad means no movement. That wouldn't really work. Not at all. Time is running out on my internet. It's more likely than you think. It's more think than you likely. Likely more think than it's. I don't know, now I'm just kind of rearranging the words in that sentence in much every way, shape, and form. And that's the way, I like it, Yay, 64. With a 64 and a 47. Two awesome numbers. 10 is okay. Yeah, 64 is obviously awesome because, you know, the N64, Mario's big foray into 3D. Arguably not his first, like, Super Mario Kart and Yoshi's Safari were kind of 3D. Like, technically they were, like, made... Actually, I don't even know Yoshi's Safari. But Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart at least, was technically made in 2D, but in a way that it made it look 3D. But, like, from a programming perspective, it was 2D. Yoshi's Safari, I imagine, was the same, because it's Super Nintendo, and, like... Well, then again, Star Fox Super Nintendo was made 3D. Well, that also used the whatchamacallit chip, Super FX chip. Just like Yoshi's Island, or Yoshi's Island used the Super FX 2 chip, which is why it had like some 3D elements, even though the game itself was a 2D game. And a 2D game with like a hand-drawn element to it, so it's interesting that they had like 3D elements mixed in there with this hand-drawn art style. Well, it worked so wonderfully. Oh, Yoshi's Island. It's still a game I need to play on stream one day. Like that's the first game I've ever owned. I've beaten it, I've represented it, but like I've never played it on stream. I'm just gonna have to change at some point. Just don't know when. Are we gonna get to the halfway point on this life? Probably not. We're getting close. Like, halfway point for today's stream, I mean. Obviously, like, we started off today's stream being at the halfway point total for what we want with our points. But, so yeah. Start at 5 million today, we're going for 8 million. 6.5 million is the halfway point for today's stream. We'll be hitting it soon, maybe on this life yet. Well, approximate halfway point, because like once we get hit 8 million, we'll still keep going until our next death. Just to, you know, just because that's the way we've been doing things. And it's worked out pretty well so far. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. No, did not quite get 6.5 million for that death. We were very close, though. Like, super close. Can we make... I'm gonna try, I'm pretty sure we just can't make that jump, even. Without running. Run like the wind, bullseye! There we go, 6.5. And we're at hour 20 minutes in the stream. So yeah, so... that bodes well. We don't need to go for quite 3 hours, just 2 hours 40 minutes. Which is perfect. That means I should still be done hour 7, so I'll still have time to a few things before bed. I still have some time. I guess it's like a 20-minute difference from what I was originally thinking, but it's an extra 20 minutes. It's always advantageous. Well, not always advantageous, but it's useful. Okay. Well, we're only like just over 2 weeks away from Avengers Endgame. I'm still looking forward to that movie. I already have tickets for my friends. Oh, that's right. So I generally go to like MCU movies with friends, which also includes one of my brothers. And he actually paid me for his ticket yesterday, so I actually need to mark down yet that he's already paid me for it. It's like, I don't have good memory, so that's why keep a list of who still needs to pay me for their ticket yet, but, well, he did pay me, I still forgot to actually mark it down. I'll do that after stream if I remember. Actually, I still need to pay him, give him change, though. Movie tickets here are like, well, it's AVX 3D, so movie ticket is I think $16.25 or $16.50. I'll have to check. He gave me a 20 because that's what he had, and didn't have change, so I still need to get that to him yet. Yeah, definitely looking forward to Endgame. Culmination of everything that has happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe up till this point, and it looks so good from what we've seen, and we've seen so little of it. Like, rumor is that like everything we've seen so far is from like the first to 20 minutes of the movie or something. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? Do I look like a professor? Okay, grab them. Eric, you need to make the jump. Get the mushroom. There we go. Absolutely. Okay. I don't think I'd make a very good professor. I look very wise. Thank you. That is nice to hear. It's good to look wise even if I'm not wise. So how's it going? How are you doing? The fact that I'm trying to, max out the score in Super Mario Bros. 3 should be proof enough that I'm not wise. But, it is what it is. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully, watching me collect coins over and over again to slowly max out my score helps out some. Max, 9,999,990. So basically, like, it's the digits you see, just all of them being 9s. Except for the ones digits, because that's always 0. I mean, yeah, I'm getting there. Takes me about an hour to get 1,000,000. Well, a little under an hour to get 1,000,000 points. So, my goal is to get up to 8,000,000 today. And then tomorrow is to finish off the rest of it, and then finish off the remainder of the level. Oh, I have one Geyser. Then finish off the remainder of the levels in the game. I just realized something cool. Hello. Oh. Because of the fact that the ones digit just stays as 0, that means essentially there's 6 digits that we're working with. So we're getting close to having 6 sixes. Oh. And there's a death. Time up. Level wins. Okay, we have a 666. Okay, I'm slowing down a bit because I want to actually get the 6 sixes. Look at that, 6 sixes. 666 and another 666. Now let's go get off of that before, like, my game is cursed and suddenly, like, resets or something. Yep. So yeah, because I've had my NES running since Sunday. The fact that it's still running is kind of really impressive. It's like Sunday I was playing for 7 hours, which was mostly just like going through levels and like doing everything. Then I only did like just going through because I've been going through like every level, unlocking all of the white mushroom houses and treasure ships and doing them and everything. So it took me about I was streaming for about 7 hours on Sunday. Got up to this point, and when I got up to this level, I was at 1.5 million. So then on Sunday, I spent about half an hour getting up to 2 million. And on Monday, I streamed for about 3 hours, getting up to 5 million. Yesterday, I was unable to stream, and then today, my goal is 8 million. Then tomorrow, finish maxing out the score, and then finish off the remainder of the levels in this world and the next world. And then it'll be done. And victory will be mine. true victory is achieved by very few people, because most people don't want to put up the tediousness of doing this just to get, you know, the score as high as they can go. Which is well understandable. There are at least a few people that have done it. Like I've seen, I've only seen like YouTube clips of just like where people just recorded like the end of it or whatever, or like screenshots or something like that. But this is not a speed run, no, and this is not a requirement for a speed run, no. What counts as, for speedrunning purposes, what counts as 100% is just like beating all the levels. That's what the speedrunning community considers 100%ing this. I just often have more intense definitions of 100%ing things. But it's purely just for my own satisfaction. I know for Super Mario World, they have like a speed run, not for any of the regular speed runs, but it has like a 100 or a max score speed run category. But in Super Mario World, there's like a glitch you can use to rack up points really quickly. So this game does, as far as I know, does not have any kind of glitch. If it did, I would be... If it had some way of doing this faster, I would. But, yeah. Friend who plays old games and that sort of stuff, it's nice to hang out and chill in these situations. Yeah. It's definitely nice, chill, and, thing. Like, I'll often just kind of get... Like, when I'm interested in groove this... Like, right now or whatever, especially, like, when people are talking chat and I'm just responding to stuff or whatever. I'm doing the motions or whatever. Just kind of on automatic at this point. I mean, I've been doing this for like an hour and a half today, 3 hours on Monday, and about a half an hour on Sunday. So I've pretty much got, you know, the motions down. Occasionally mess up, like run by the door, slow down too soon, but overall, pretty much got it. So what kind of games do you play? Oh. And there is the next death. Well, that's unfortunate. PlayStation? Ah, yeah. I have a PS3, which is the only, or as you say, the only PlayStation system I have. I actually also have a PSP, but so the PS3 I got. I got the PS3 actually not too long before the PS4 came out, mainly because I needed a Blu-ray player, which is why I bought the PS3. I played games on it a few times, but mostly I use it as a Blu-ray player. Then I have a PSP, which I've never played. It's basically a buddy of mine was selling it with a bunch of games. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. Play it eventually. You never played GameCube? Interesting. GameCube is actually one of my favorite systems. Or at least, it's a system with one of my favorite controllers and with some of my favorite games. Because, like, my favorite main series Mario game is Super Mario Sunshine, which is on the GameCube. And my favorite Zelda game is Wind Waker, which is also on the GameCube. Your dad was a die-hard PlayStation fanboy. Makes sense. Yeah, I've always been a Nintendo fan. Like, my parents aren't really big into video games. Well, I mean, my mom isn't at all into video games. My dad mostly just plays computer games. And even then, I say my dad mostly plays computer games. He mostly plays Civilization 3 and then, like, things like Minesweeper and Solitaire and whatnot. But, yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's good games on all systems, just never. So, growing up, I mean, started with Super Nintendo as the first system I had, and just kind of stuck with Nintendo. I do now, like I said, have a PS3. I have an original Xbox, which I got used a few years ago. I have an Atari 7800. So, you know, I do have a handful of non-Nintendo systems. And I have plans to get more. Like, a PS4 is on my list of things to buy. But there's a lot of stuff ahead of it. Including a Switch. Well, the top thing on my list is PC right now. I want to be building myself a streaming PC. Because I've been streaming, my first ever stream was like 4 years ago. I've been streaming this whole time using an iMac, which is not bad, but it's time to get something new for streaming. And, you know, going with PC instead of Mac, because as much as I love my Mac, when it comes to streaming, there's certain things that I have to do workarounds or whatnot, and it'd just be a bit easier if... What age am I? I am 32. Spent $2K on a PC. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm estimating, which actually you can see it right above me. There's the goal or whatever. And how much I currently have saved up for it. But... well, I do actually need to be making some changes to the way I have that goal set up. Because first of all, I need to be actually making a chat command that actually, first of all, I need to make a chat command that explains a few things. Then also, want to, instead of just having, because like that 870 is stuff that I've saved up on my own, because I just made that goal recently, so I haven't actually made any money from this stream towards that goal yet. But I'm thinking of just having the goal be the total amount I still need, and then updating that every 2 weeks when I get paid, and then if I put any money, like for my regular job. I don't know, I'm working on ideas. Oh yeah. see, I was in debt for a while. Finally got myself out of debt. Right around the end of January. No, people haven't donated yet. Like I was saying, the 870 is what I already saved up. Is what I just saved up on my own. Because I just did my taxes recently and I got a rather large return from that. Yeah. What I want to be doing is, setting it up, like, putting a command so I can, like, have in chat what exactly, want to do, like, some kind of incentive for when people donate. Just work on exactly what I wanted to be doing. But, yeah. I have ideas, of course. I mean, I always have ideas. Just need to figure out the best way to implement things. I mean, I did get a few subscribers, new subscribers the other day. So, like, I will be getting a Twitch paycheck, the link is... Oh, where it says tips under this stream. Kind of scroll all the way down. But no, I don't have a command right now, which I do, like I was saying, that's what I need to do yet. I need to... So I was gonna be like, make some changes to how I was gonna have set it up tomorrow, because tomorrow I get paid anyway, so I'm gonna be changing numbers around anyway. So I just figured I'd leave it for tomorrow. Thank you, though. That is very... $15. That's very, very much appreciated. Friend of Hannah is a friend of yours. Yeah, Hannah is an awesome person. And... Oh! $15 is... Like, anything that gets given is, like, impressive. Like... Because, like... I don't expect anyone to give anything, so anytime, like, anyone gives anything, that is so appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's actually something I'm wanting to start doing. Because like I said, I was in debt for a while, and then recently got out of debt a couple months ago. But it was still like kind of very much living paycheck to paycheck, thanks to my tax return that I just got. While a chunk of it went for the computer, saving up for the computer, I also put some money into a few different things, like having, you know, a set amount that's set aside for food, so that, like, instead of, like, living paycheck to paycheck, it's like, okay, I have this much for food, when it drops under this much, I put some in whenever I get paid, and stuff like that. One of the things is also having money to spend on Twitch to, like, give to other streamers and such, and... Because there's so many... I mean, I do already have several streamers that I've been subscribed to for a while now. But first of all, I want to be increasing the amount I'm subscribed to, but then also, like, donating or giving bits or whatever to various streamers. 18 euro a week after bills. Ah. Do you include food in those bills, or is that in that 18 euro that was after bills? Either way, it's rough, but that kind of determines just how rough it is. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, pretty rough. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how much 18 euros is. I'm not exactly certain on the conversion, but unless the conversion is really ridiculous, yeah, that would not be much. Pasta and rice, yeah, can imagine. Oh, hey, we're at 7 million. 7,420,000. $27. Okay, yeah, that, yeah. Yeah. That's what Mario's really doing with all these coins he's gathering. He's spending it on weed. Yeah, my big issue when I was getting out of debt was because then, because I was still spending. If I had spent less on food, I could have gone out of debt a lot faster. But my issue is that I don't like cooking. I don't really have time for cooking. So, like, I buy a lot of, like, pre-made stuff, which is more expensive than just, like, buying simple ingredients and making stuff yourself. Yeah. Like, I buy, like, you know, a lot of microwave dinners, and... Ooh, if you're vegetarian, that adds other, challenges. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any, dietary restrictions based on anything. Other than just, I guess, like, foods I dislike. Like, whether or not I like or dislike a food, like... Because, like, for instance, I don't like, green peppers or whatever, so I'm not... Or red peppers or whatever, so I'm not gonna, like, be buying them or... Generally buying food with them in it. I know there's the one microwave dinner I sometimes buy that does have, like, some red peppers in it, but it's little enough that I can, like, deal with it, and it's otherwise something that I like, so... It's like a fried rice with veggies or whatever type microwave dinner, and it's otherwise really good, and there's few enough red peppers that I can deal with them. Yeah. I also don't like onions, that's the other thing I don't like. Those are probably the big ones that I don't like. There's others that, like, you know, other stuff where, like, it'll vary or whatever, like, I don't care for celery, but I don't have a problem with eating it. It's just kind of, celery's kind of meh to me. Or, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some foods, mostly junk foods, which I love, but I need to be eating less. Yeah, cucumbers I'm not a super big fan of. Again, like, I'll eat them, but, like, you know, it's kind of meh. Unless they're pickled. I love pickles. Well, depending on the type of pickle, but, yeah, just, like, plain cucumbers, like, I'll eat them, but, like, if they're, like, in a salad or, like, something, like, it's fine, but, like, it's not something that I'd be like, ooh, yay, cucumbers. I think it's like both of them are very... I think both of them are very bland foods, but with just enough flavor to be... that you notice that they're noticeably bland, I guess. Because, like, if it's completely tasteless, it's whatever, but, like, it's just enough flavor that you notice it. And that's where it's like, eh... At least that's what it is for me. Obviously, different people might have different thoughts on them. There's a gene that makes people taste cucumber. Okay. That makes sense. Kind of like how there's that gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. I have a friend with that. No problem. I mean, it's pretty hard for me not to be chill, considering, like, I got, like, less than 4 hours of sleep last night and woke up at 2 AM because I worked at 4 AM. There are so many amazing people, yeah, like, I mean, I'm following, like, how many people am I following on Twitch? 388. How am I following 388 people? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but... I certainly don't actively, like, watch 388 people. That would be impossible, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure some of the people I'm following don't even... Or, by pretty sure, I mean, I know some of the people I'm following don't even stream anymore. Do not have a lurk command, unfortunately. But enjoy your lurk. That is very much appreciated. This has been one of my lower viewed streams, unsurprisingly. Hello, what is that? The Aslo is... No, is that an L or an I? The Asloth is here? Sloth, okay. I will call you Sloth. That is an L then. For some reason, I have an issue telling the difference between, like, an I and an L. What I need to actually do, I used to do this sometimes. Before stream, I would, increase the, text size of my chat so that I could better read it while streaming. I haven't been doing that in a while. I need to get back to that. But also, yeah, welcome in, Sloth. How are you doing? How's your day going? Song requests are not on, no. I do not ever have song requests on. I'm doing good, thanks. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good as well. I used to do song requests back when I would do writing streams, but I stopped doing writing streams, and during video game streams I'd rather, you know, have the video game music going. Just my personal preference. Plus, I always like put my VODs up on YouTube afterwards, and if I have like, if there's any copyrighted music playing, you know, well, I guess I mean, technically the music in the game is copyrighted, but depending on if you have any music playing that's like in the system or whatever, it mutes the VOD. I am working on maxing out my score. You'll notice I'm currently at just over 7 million points. I'm working to get it up to 9,999,990. The stream is not taking song requests, no. What's dead? The stream is black? It shouldn't be. If it is, it's a problem on your end, because, like, I have the stream on in the background, and it's going. Just have the stream on in the background to make sure that I can... to make sure, like, nothing like that happens, and it is going. Maybe try refreshing. There is no song request. So can't request a song here. Sorry. You're fuming? Okay. Good to know, good to know. Okay, we're at about the 2-hour mark. There is not song requests, no. Not sure why there's a sudden influx of people asking about song requests. Hey, thank you for the follow. And the host. That is very much appreciated, Raspberry. But yeah, welcome on in. How is everyone doing? Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Yes. Like, this is Wednesday, right? But yeah, it is Wednesday. I don't normally stream on Wednesdays, which is part of why this feels off. Like, the last time I streamed on a Wednesday was in August. Like, that is... well, ways back. I normally, other than Saturdays, I normally don't stream on days that I work. And other than a single Wednesday like a month and a half ago, I haven't had a Wednesday off since August. And the month and a half ago was during those 3 weeks that I was not streaming because of computer issues. So it was a whole thing. Although I will be streaming Wednesday again in 2 weeks. Yes, 24th, because that is my 4-year anniversary of my very first stream. So I've already booked that day off work. I'm going to be spending that day playing some Ninja Gaiden 3, and I'm planning to play it until I beat it. If it takes me 3 hours, it takes me 3 hours. If it takes me 6 hours, it takes me 6 hours. If it takes me 24 hours, I'll probably have given up by that point. An impromptu 24-hour stream is not really a thing that I'd want to do. But, I mean, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's something I'm very much looking forward to doing. And the week after that, May 1st, also a Wednesday, is the 2-year anniversary of when I became an affiliate. So I'll also be doing something that day. I'm not quite ready to announce what I'm doing that day yet, because honestly, if I do end up failing to beat Ninja Gaiden 3 during my Warrior Stream anniversary, then that'll be what I'll be doing again during the 2-year affiliate anniversary stream. But otherwise, I do have another plan for what I'm going to be doing instead. What I want to be doing. So we'll see how things go. Because those are in the future, and unfortunately, as much as I may try, I cannot predict the future. I can make guesses of the future, and sometimes even accurate guesses, but they are still not 100% accurate predictions. Weird. Oh, sorry, just noticed something on my computer that was a bit weird, but not really an issue. Just not something to worry about right now. $7.3 million. Numbers keep on rising, and eventually we'll get to the top. I mean, today we're only going for 8 million. That's the goal. Then, again, I'm going to leave my NES on overnight again. And then tomorrow, finish up with the remaining just under 2 million points, and then go finish off the game. I think I'm actually going to be successful at this, assuming nothing happens like my NES randomly shutting off or power going out or anything. Because as long as the NES stays active, I'm going to succeed at my goal. Which, when I started this playthrough on Sunday, I honestly did not expect it was actually going to be a thing. If I had, I might have planned better for it. Okay. Gonna be dying shortly. 30 seconds. the death. Ooh, nice. We have like 4 7s, and 3 of them are next in a row. Pretty cool, pretty cool. If I do say so myself. And I just did say so myself. So myself. Hey, I said it again. Don't need to press up again. Sometimes you just press buttons when you don't mean to. And that's what we call a mistake. Just got a bit of an itch to scratch. And back at it again. Grab that P-switch for the power, for the coins. Which Mario's collecting so we can buy a fake medical degree and pretend to be a doctor. That's the backstory to Dr. Mario. Did you know? It's Mario just spent hours collecting coins in this stage so that he could buy himself a fake medical degree. And pretend to be a doctor. True story. What is whip? There we go. I don't know why I have my... Oh, actually no, it's probably for my headphone. No, because it's back here though. I don't know. Probably just I'm tired. I think when I'm tired I do tend to get a bit itchy, especially like back in the neck area for whatever reason. The fact though that we're getting so close, like, is really quite astounding to me. Not a lot of people have maxed out the score in this game, I care to wager, mostly because the fact that, you know, this is the fastest way to do it, and it's just, you know, getting about 1,000,000 points an hour by just collecting these coins over and over and over again until eventually you have them all. Well, you don't have them all because you can't collect all of them. You could have, well, even if they didn't come back, you would need some kind of flying item to collect them all. Well, no, these ones over here you can't even get, because you can't go quite, because there's some right off the edge of the edge of where you can go. But it is what it is. Okay. Grab that P-switch. Oh, never mind, there is the time. Okay. coins, coins everywhere. So many coins for Mario. Coins, coins everywhere. I don't know. I should not be singing, let alone trying to make up a song. That's generally considered a bad idea. For me, I mean. There's a reason I am not a musician, because I'm not good at it. And the amount of time and energy that I have to put into getting good at it is not really worth it for me. I'm very impressed by people that are, like, talented musicians and such, the amount of work they put in to their craft. Okay. Time is running out, Mario. You hear that? Should be able to get to 7.5 though before time. Oh yeah, easily 7.5 before timer runs out. Which means we have about another 500,000 points to get before we end stream for today, so another half hour or so. It's not too bad if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself, I just said so myself. We're supposed to do finish maxing it out during tomorrow's stream. It's really weird going from, like, just, you know, being used to doing this to actually having to, you know, play through and beat levels again. Ooh, time is almost up. Let's try and get as much as we can before the death of Mario. And there's the death of Mario. Well, we've had many deaths of Mario. So very many. Even, like... I mean, we had over 99 deaths before we even got to this level. Because at the one point in an earlier world, I got up to 90 some lives, and then I was down to, like, under 10 when I got to this world. So, yeah, we already lost over 100 lives before we even got to this level, I'm pretty sure. We've lost oh so many in this level because of, you know, doing it repeatedly, getting the coins, and dying when the time runs out. Then going and doing it again. We get the lives back, like, almost right away because of how many coins we get in each go. If I wasn't working tomorrow, I'd be tempted to just, like, keep going tonight. But sadly, I am working tomorrow, and thus do need to sleep yet. And especially I'm working at 4 AM tomorrow, so it's the whole thing. With stuff and things. Hopefully one day I do not need to have a job where I'm regularly working 4 AM shifts, but that time is not now. I mean, I could switch to a restricted schedule and restrict those times. That would also mean I'd be more likely to work Saturday shifts. Like, I already do work Saturday shifts frequently, but I'd be working even more, and they'd be more likely to get in the way of the Star Wars RPG streams. It's like, this week is really bad because of the fact that I'm working 4 p.m. to 10:30 this Saturday, which is like, you have me working 3 4 a.m. shifts a week. You think you wouldn't give me a closing shift as well. But, you know, it is what it is. And I mean, I usually don't get closing shifts. I think the only time I get closing shifts are on Saturdays, but... So to say, which is probably the best, but no, Friday would be slightly better because of the fact that my 4 AM shifts are almost always Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it was. So like Friday would be, you know, the most time to recover from that. More time than Saturday gives, but yeah. $7.6 million. Nope. Didn't quite make the jump. You know, that's how people play Mario games without constantly holding down the run button. True story, it's weird. Like, I only let go, like, I hold down the run button and then just let go if I need to. Some people just, you know, go walking until they need it and then hold it down just for if they need it for. Or I guess sometimes if I'm like, you know, have to take my hand off the controller for something like, you know, scratching my cheek or something or grabbing a drink. Then I might. Then I let go, but generally I'm always holding the run button in a Mario game. The games that have them, I mean. Obviously, most of the 3D games do not. 3D Land and 3D World do, though. But 64 Sunshine of the Galaxies don't. And I have not played Odyssey. Not yet. Hopefully this year I'll be able to get a Switch at some point. Hey Connor, I'm working on maxing out my score. How's it going? How are you doing? So you'll notice I'm currently at 7.6 million. Trying to get that all the way up to the top. Because I want to. And because it's something that, like, I consider part of my personal definition of 100%ing the game, and somebody requested it for Sub Request Sunday for this past Sunday, and I was making good progress, but it was taking a long time, so what I did... So basically, like, on Sunday I was streaming for about 7 hours, beat every level up to this point, and, like, did all sorts of stuff, and had my score at, like, 2 million, but I've been streaming for 7 hours, so I left my NES on overnight. On Monday, I did another 3 hours, getting up to 5 million. Today, I'm doing about 3 hours, getting up to 8 million. Tomorrow, I'll finish maxing it out, and then go beat the remainder of the levels. Assuming my NES stays on. It's always the problem with, like, NES games where I'm trying to do stuff like this is, you know, no saves. So it's all in one go. Well, one go as in leaving the system, obviously. I'm splitting up between multiple days, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh. Ran past the door. No problem. Door has the same letters as odor. Lots of grinding, yes. Very much so. But I like it, actually. It's relaxing. Just, you know, you get into the groove, and then, like... Then if, you know, people are chatting in chat, you know, I'm talking with people in chat, like yourself now. Chat is quiet, then I just go on rambling about stuff. So it's, you know, a nice, relaxing, chill stream. I'm gonna be honest, also, like, when I started this on Sunday, because of all the things I consider part of 100%ing, I honestly did not expect I was going to succeed. I figured I had failed. So, I was pretty much expecting, like, on Sunday I was going to go, oh, yeah, I'll do, like, you know, at least 3 hours, maybe longer, depending on how long it takes before I actually hit a point where I fail. And then I kept just not failing at anything. Because one of the things with 100%ing for me is, unlocking the, white mushroom houses in each world. There's a white mushroom house in every world except for the last one. To unlock those mushroom houses, what you do is, in each world there's a certain level where if you get a certain amount of coins, which is usually the max coin, or the total amount of coins in the level, sometimes, you know, you can miss 1 or 2, and you'll unlock the white mushroom house. But in this game, you know, if you beat a level, generally you can't play it again unless you get game over. And I accidentally beat one of the levels without getting enough coins. So I thought I was in World 5, and I thought I was done. Then I was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my warp whistles, go to later worlds so I can at least practice the later ones. And then, I use my warp whistle, which allows me to do World 5, 6, or 7. And since, like, I was on 5, that was the one where I failed. Like, wait, I can just redo World 5. And sure enough, you know, because, yeah, you do a warp whistle, brings you to the world as if it hasn't been done. So even though I'd already been doing World 5, it was fresh slate, I was able to try again. Yes, white mushroom houses, prior to this playthrough, I had never seen them when I was playing. During my research or whatever, I saw, like, you know, pictures or videos or whatever of them, but this playthrough was the first time I ever saw them myself, like, in an actual, my own playthrough instead of just something on the internet. Because, like I said, it's... in certain levels, you have to pretty much get, like, all of the coins. And it's generally, like... well, World 6 was probably the worst one for me. Because that was a auto-scroller, with most of the platforms being the donut platforms that fall when you land on them. And then at the end, there's a bunch of coins encased in ice, so you need to have a fire flower when you get there. You also can't miss any of the coins in that one. You have to get all of them as you're going along the auto-scroller with the donut platforms. And you need to make sure you have fire flower that you keep by the end, even though there's a couple flying enemies in the level that shoot fireballs. So it's... That was another point where I thought I was done. Like, because I went into that level, I had 90 or so lives. I'm pretty sure I have to check the VOD, but I'm pretty sure I was down to less than 10 lives. I'd pretty much given up and like stopped paying attention, but just kind of doing it on automatic. And also I had one attempt where I'm like, also I'm nearing the end, I'm like, wait, did I just get all the coins? And like so I quickly pause my game, go bring up the VOD, and like go check, and I'm like, I got all the coins. It was such like moment for me because I thought I was done, and then it's like, oh no, I'm still going. And yeah, and now at this point, like, I'm at the point where pretty much the only way I can fail is if my NES fails on me. If it, like, randomly resets, or, like, turns off, or glitches out, or anything. That is the only way I can fail at this point. I was gonna say, because, like, even, like, no, I can't even get game over, because, well, I mean, I could, but I'd have to be playing very badly to get game over, because I know which levels I have remaining. And the only ones that are really a challenge to me are ones that I also know where there are lives in them. So, it's like, I have 99 lives, like, I'm gonna be, and I can refresh them with the levels that are gonna be challenging me, and such, so. I've pretty much got this. Which is, wait, like, I'm just tempting fate by saying all of this. It'll be like, so, yeah, I'll get to, like, 8 million today. It'll be fine. Leave my NES on overnight again. It'll be fine. Start up tomorrow afternoon or whatever. It'll be fine. Get the remaining 2 million points. Well, just under 2 million points. It'll be fine. Go through the remaining levels in this world. It'll be fine. Go through all the levels in World 8 just fine. Get up to Bowser's Castle. Get through Bowser's Castle fine. Get up to Bowser. Be about to, like, finish him off. And then the power's gonna go out. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. About to die here. Time up. This might be the final life we need to get up to 8 million. Maybe. We might need one more. I'm not actually sure how much I get in a single life. I haven't really paid attention to that. Like, I know, like, I get about, 1 million points in about an hour. I'm not actually sure how much I get in a single life. So what's everyone been up to this week? Anyone do anything interesting? I guess there could also be some kind of glitch in the game, not even the NES failing, just glitch in the game that could cause an issue, but I've already determined that, you know, getting stuck in the blocks isn't a thing, because Mario just gets pushed out if that happens. Happened a couple times the other day as well. I think it's gonna be one more life after this one. That looks to be about right, based on my current point value and the remaining time. Oh, so many coins. If only I could change those coins into real money. That'd be... That's so much money that I'm collecting here. Especially because, considering it uses the dollar sign. So these are, you know, presumably dollars. I don't know if it's, you know, American dollars, Canadian dollars, or what, but... Even assuming, like, it's Canadian dollars, like, we've been collecting hundreds, no, thousands of coins here. That'd be so nice. Okay, now we're gonna get up to 7.9 for this next death. I think. Yeah. Now we're getting okay. See, I think one more life should do it to get us to 8 million. Which is where we're gonna leave off for today. Pick up tomorrow again. Just like today, I don't know exactly what time tomorrow, because, you know, I am working in the morning and then I have other stuff to do. These get done after work. So we'll see how things go. But I'm working Friday, which means, like, there's no issue with having to worry about staying up. I mean, obviously I don't want to stay up too late tomorrow, regardless, because tomorrow I'm once again working 4 AM, so, you know, I'm gonna be exhausted, but there's not, like, it's... Friday, the only thing is, you know, like, I'm screaming out to 1, some Pikmin. But, yeah, that's not... should not be an issue. Okay, might be one more life after this. I think what the timer starts at. But, yeah. Almost at 8 million. And so close, I can almost taste it. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one more life that we're going to have to use for this. So yeah, what we'll do on the next life is keep going until we... So we'll keep going until after the next death. Yeah. And then that's where we'll call it. We'll go raid somebody after that, and then back at this tomorrow. So close, so close. Almost there. This run through the room should be it for hitting 8 million. Or maybe not quite. No, not quite. This run, though, for sure. Need this P-switch, Eric. Need the P-switch. There we go, 8 million. Such progress. Much wow. Yeah, we'll keep going until the next death. That way, you know, you just pause on them, or we just go on the map screen and all that. And that would also save us, you know, a little bit of time tomorrow. So we've already gotten started on working towards the 9 mil, and then the final score. They said I was ridiculous for attempting this, and they were right, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh yeah. Nice. Making some decent headway. Final time in the room today. Okay, so yeah, that's where we're going to leave it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow at some point tomorrow, you know, to finish off the remainder of the points we need for max score, and then go finish beating all of the levels in the game. Thank you everyone for coming out. Everyone who's been watching. It's been a blast. We're gonna go find somebody to raid. First, there we go, sign off. If you want to know when I'm going live, obviously following me on here, you can get notified by Twitch. You can also join my Discord, follow me on Twitter. Those are other good ways of knowing when I'll be going live. And like I said, we're going to go find somebody to raid. Just going to see who's online. Let's see here. Who do we want to raid? Do we want to stick with a Mario game? Or... The question is, of course, if anybody's going to actually be raiding with me, or if it's just going to be me. It's just going to be me. I don't want to be raiding anyone too. Like, if it's just going to be me, the raid won't even go through. You know, if you're doing a raid with just one person, it doesn't actually like trigger the notification, so they don't actually see that you're raiding them. But we're going to go and raid. We're just gonna go raid Daniela. Playing some My Time at Portia. I was gonna say Stardew Valley, but no. Today she's playing My Time at Portia. Or Portia. I don't actually know which way it's pronounced. So if anybody wants to go raid with me, you can copy and paste the raid command and join in the raid. Awesome. We're gonna head over there. And thank you everyone for coming out. I'll be back tomorrow at some point to finish off this run. And see y'all later.